Alright, what's happening, YouTube? Here is my SOL Scout Survival Kit that I got off Amazon for like 18 bucks. Comes in this dry bag, and this is the contents, and I've added some things. I added the Exotech ferro rod here, polystriker. I added a mini Bic lighter. I added a Leatherman Blast. You can go smaller, but this is one I had. It's got a saw on it. That's one reason I included it. Came with the Tinder Quick and the blanket, survival blanket, and the compass, and the signaling mirror, and the whistle. And so that's what kind of came with. Seems like there was more things that made it came with, but I took some things out and added some things that I think were better. So you want to have your shelter, which you got. This is a pretty high quality blanket. It's much better than your typical Mylar blanket. It's pretty big, and you can use it for shelter and warmth, obviously. You have your Tinder Quick for making fire. Oh, it came with one of those little spark guys. That's what it came with for fire. This dude. Got it here in my fire kit. They're not bad. Came with one of these guys, and you just use this to spark it. Not bad. But I took it out, and I added the mini Bic, which is ultra reliable and fast, and the Polytac striker if I need to use a ferro rod. So you got fire, shelter. Next one that I thought of was, obviously you have a way to signal, you have navigation, and you have a way to alert others. But I wanted to add water to this mix, so I added this Hydro Blue water filter. It's a personal water filter. The model number escapes me. I'll link in the description. But you use this and you can just drink right out of it. It's kind of like the Life Straw. And then you can use this bag to collect water. So you can collect water from a stream or a puddle or whatever and put it in here and then drink out of this like so. So you will not die of thirst. I also added the Thrunite Ti3 Flashlight. I've had this one for a long time, and you don't want to be making fires or setting up shelters too much darkness. So this little guy has 130 lumens, not the brightest, but it's very compact and small and will fit in this kit. So, and it takes a common AAA battery. I always leave it a little loose so it won't accidentally turn on. And then I added, like I said, you could go smaller. I originally had a Victorinox in there, but this one has scissors, and I think that would be as useful as having a saw and a knife. I mean, you have ways to, obviously a knife to cut things, you have the saw to, if you need to cut some wood to make tinder and such for your fire. This is an older Leatherman, but man, it's in good shape. I got it at a garage sale for really cheap. It's got a tiny mini screwdriver, you got a bunch of screwdrivers there. So you got a couple ways to strike a ferro rod as well, and you have a saw and you have scissors. I mean, this thing's pretty robust. Pliers. It's kind of big, but it does fit. So all this fits into this kit, which I will show you in a second how it all fits and kind of how I keep this, because this is a personal survival kit that you can, it's small enough you can put in a cargo pocket or your backpack, obviously, if you're carrying one. If you're carrying just like a water bottle, if you're out just for a day hike or something, you don't want to carry a lot of stuff. What I like to carry is one of these guys here. And this is a Condor water bottle pouch. It has belt loops for your belt. It also has a option to carry the strap, which I'm trying to find the strap I have for it. You can carry your water bottle in there, and then in here is where I put the survival kit with a little paracord and a knife. Now, at one point I did have this kit wrapped in paracord, so you had paracord on you, because that's the only way I could get it to fit. You could also do that if you didn't want to carry a pouch like this. You could wrap this whole thing in some paracord, that way you have. And this is the Titan survival cord, so it has fishing line, Kevlar, it has fire, jute twine inside of it to start a fire. So, but let's go ahead and put it all back in the pouch, and we'll show you how it turns out. Alright, there it is. It's all together in this pouch. Not very big. Like I said, it'll easily fit in here. Zip it right up around that, along with the knife and paracord. If you don't want to carry the knife, you have a multi-tool and have the knife on there, obviously. But I usually always carry a knife in the when I go out. It could be something different. This is a cold steel Finwolf. It does have a 90-degree spine for striking, Scandi grind, a triad lock for strength. Pretty good outdoors knife, especially because it folds compact. So there you go. Now the question is, and the reason why they'd use this dry bag is to keep it waterproof. So we're going to test this. We're going to soak this in, submerge it in water, see if any water gets inside of here. Most of this stuff will stay dry anyway, but I'm concerned about the Bic lighter. The blanket is in a plastic package anyway, and the Tinder Quick's in a little plastic package. So even if the water does get in there, we should be all right. But just want to test to see how water resistant it is. Stay tuned. All right, guys, completely submerged in water, and it's been submerged for a little while. So typically you wouldn't have it submerged that long because you're gonna, if you fell in the river or got it wet or got rained on, it's not gonna get fully submerged. But I just wanted to test it and see how it does. So we'll leave it submerged for a bit, and we'll come back and dump out the contents. All right, let's see how she did. Any water get inside? I don't think so. See, the problem is my hands are wet from the outside of the package. So let's just shake it all out. Well, it doesn't come out like that, so it's all packed in there pretty tight. That's dry. Another thing we want to make sure is dry is this flashlight. Fire still. That's dry. If anything has moisture in it, it's because of the outside of the bag that I'm touching and then touching it. Okay. No water gone inside, guys. It's all on the outside. So I'd say that's a win. All the stuff you want to keep dry, like your shelter, which is also in another bag. I would still keep your tinder in a little bag like that to keep dry. Whistle's dry. Lighter works just fine. That's dry. Yep. Oh yeah, completely dry. Awesome. There you go. So I think that's a pretty good kit. And then you can obviously fill this up with water to drink out of, like I mentioned, and then you can dump it out and dry it out and keep your stuff dry again. So, alright guys, let me know what you think about the little survival kit. I thought it was a pretty cool kit I saw on Amazon, but I thought it needed a few extra things. But it's small enough you can put it in your pocket when you go out for a hike, or if you're going to be out in the mountains, or just something you can always have in your pack, or if you want to throw it in this. And it's just a basic survival kit. It's not obviously top of the line, the best, but it's compact. You can take it with you everywhere. Be good to keep in your car, your vehicle for a case of emergency. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.